why don't you share your name as well and anything else that you think would be great to know about you?
I'm so sorry. Hi, my name is Glaza. I'm located in Austin, Texas, and I'm excited about a transition from education into the customer success management field.
Excellent. Yeah. And tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for work.
I am a first grade dual language educator with students that are acquiring English as a second language while developing Spanish as their first.
Wow, that sounds like fascinating work and really important too. So tell us a little bit about like what problem were you trying to solve for yourself when you first discovered RecastSuccess? Like what was it like for you, before you joined the program?
So RecastSuccess was brought to my attention from one of the mentors that work with them. Her name is Laura Granville, and I had met her through different networking connections. And I was talking to her about my goals, and she said that she had spoken with one of the co-founders, Annie Dean, about the program and was invited to serve as a mentor, and said that it might be something that might be helpful to me on my journey. And she suggested that I speak to Annie. So I spoke with Annie Dean, and then I spoke with another former cohort participant, a graduate, Hannah Jaden. And after speaking with her, I decided that it was worth the risk to really go and fully invest in this new goal of mine. So I wanted to throw myself into it completely.
Excellent. Well, tell us a little bit about your goals. Like what are the goals that you were trying to achieve before you found RecastSuccess, and maybe how those goals have shifted in any way since you've been part of the program?
So the goal has kind of stayed the same pre and post program. It was to get a position within the tech field, but RecastSuccess has really helped me become more myopic on my view of really zeroing in on customer success as a way forward for me within the tech sphere. I think that before participating in RecastSuccess, I kind of had like a scattered idea of different roles, and I had an urgency about me that wanted to apply to any and everything. And I think that, in my opinion, RecastSuccess was really beneficial in helping me to focus my gaze and really delve deeper into the role of customer success management, so that now I can explain it to others and understand more clearly why it is a good fit for me as well.
Wow, yeah, that's great. It sounds like it's really helped clarify and kind of solidify your path. And when you mentioned that you thought it was a bit of a risk, like tell me more about that. Like what felt kind of scary about joining the program, and what helped you kind of, decide to move forward and give it a shot?
So I don't have a great amount of disposable income. So I knew that taking the money to invest in RecastSuccess was going to be money that I was taking out of like my emergency and savings fund on the other end of this. And so it was kind of like a gamble where it was like, you won't have as much to live off of if you quit your job, but you might get a fantastic job by doing this. And so for me, that was a big factor in it, was like weighing the cost value for what I would get. And I would definitely say that I feel that I've made my money's worth like 10 times over. I'm sorry, excuse me. And then another aspect of RecastSuccess that has been really comforting and kind of sold me on it was the mentorship and the wraparound services. It's not just a 10-week course, but it really feels like you're participating in like a professional family. It's almost like having a network of alumni within a university, like Customer Success University almost, that you can really be going through this process with and then reach out to with resources and questions.
Wow. Yeah, no, the mentorship in the community, definitely. So glad that that's been really working for you. And I'm curious, obviously, like you said, it is scary and challenging to put money and invest in yourself and invest in a program. Was there anything that the RecastSuccess program did to make that at least a little bit more doable for you? Like,
yeah. So honestly, they were very understanding about the fact that people come from all sorts of like different financial backgrounds. And I think that if I felt that they didn't want money to be a barrier to success, and that was really helpful. So there's like different payment option plans that you can do too. So I did the one where you pay, I think it was like a little bit more upfront, but then I don't have to pay for the rest of it until I get a job, which fingers crossed. But so that kind of made me feel like we were both sharing the risk a little bit, because like they don't get paid if I don't get paid, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So that made me feel good, kind of like that they're backing their own product in a way. They like believe in me enough to have that be like a way that you can do it. So
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Kind of making it so that, the gamble is somewhat shared, because they don't get paid unless you eventually get paid, right?
yeah.
Um, and so what are some of the things so far? I've heard you mention the mentoring and the community. Like, are there other benefits that really give you that feeling that you shared about feeling like you're getting the value kind of 10 times over? Like,
Yeah.
what have you really learned in the program that you feel like is going to help you with your transition?
So one of my favorite things is that we did a mock QBR presentation, which is one of the presentations that I will have to be doing as a customer success manager. And I think that they always say like you burned the first pancake. And so it felt good to have my first experience doing that be with like a trusted advisor that's giving me constructive feedback and how to become better. And I think that it's just a very not comforting in that they like handhold you, but a very like welcoming environment to learn in from industry experts without feeling like if I make a mistake, like I can't make mistakes here, which is kind of like very nerve-wracking when it comes to the job pursuit process, right? Like you'll kick yourself in that, like you want to kick yourself if you misspell a word on an email, or if you accidentally say upscale instead of upsell. And so it felt like a very welcoming environment to learn in, I guess is what I would say. And you're learning from some of the best people in the industry. Like Annie and Michi know everybody and have done everything. So they really understand what the skills that you need to have to be able to do this. Also, Lisa, who helps to guide the classes, was always like a really fantastic resource and gave really insightful feedback on homework assignments too. So that was very helpful. And I love to learn, but it can just feel like a little bit nerve-wracking to learn when you feel like when there's punitive consequences to not knowing right away. And so it feels like a place where you can get better and practice to be in even like the best version of yourself as a CSM.
That's so great. Yeah, it's wonderful that you kind of have that safe space to experiment and actually try things. And I'm so glad that seems to have really worked well for you in the program. What was an unexpected benefit of participating in the program? Was there anything that you just didn't really have any, you didn't think you would get a benefit, but it sort of surprised you that came as a side thing of being part of the program?
Yeah, I would say that an unexpected benefit of the program are the people that have participated or are participating in your cohort. I am a naturally competitive person, so at first I kind of like keep my eyes in my lane. And I'm like, I'm going to win the race. But then the more that you work in collaboration with the other people in your cohort, and also by joining the Slack channels and the resources there, you realize like how dynamic and incredible the other people that are like on this journey along with you are. And it really kind of like, it's taxing on your mental health to be job hunting. It's really discouraging and it can be hard at times. And I found like just an amazing community of people that are going through the same thing and working towards the same goal. And that has felt like very helpful in a way that I didn't expect it to be. I guess I didn't expect to find a community that I would be leaning into as much, and other people that I like respect as much from different backgrounds all across the world and country, to kind of talk and learn from each other. So I'm really impressed by the quality of people that participate in the program.
That's so great. What would you share, like if you had a team, like a colleague or a friend, a fellow teacher that was considering, job searching with RecastSuccess, what would you share with them about it? Or like, how would you, what would you tell them to be like, you've got to join this?
I would say that if you are serious about pursuing a transition into the career of customer success, then you cannot put a price value on the help and support that Recast provides. Not only do they teach you like academic content, but they are also there with you, helping you to learn how to network, the templates that you can use once you have a job. It is a full wraparound system designed to support you becoming the best customer success manager that you can be.
Wonderful. And is there anything else that I haven't asked you about that you would want to say about Recast Success?
No, I mean, I just am really happy that I made the choice for myself to participate in this program.
Wonderful. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.